It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine! Look at that! Roadside signs as far as the eye can see!
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chiori.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Oh, that. Well, if news of the event...
Are there any fun and popular
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd...
Will you be showing off some of your designs?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week. Come to think of it...
Aren't you pretty much an established name now?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even... In the end, fashion is just a representation.
All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying...
Absolutely. The designs have already been...
Ooh, are you using...
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Ugh.
We're a long way from Inazuma.
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely.
Excuse me! Coming through! Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm... really...
Deep breaths, Kirara. Then start again.
Oh, so Kirara's the courier you were talking about.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now, isn't it?
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders?
Well, I didn't run into any.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
All right. I was stopped by... They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear...
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
Oh, are you...
I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make... Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh?
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that...
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go?
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking...
All right. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the...
Uter. No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square. But I guess...
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
to teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey.
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temp, Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me?
Yeah, we'll take good care of...
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Chevras, we meet again.
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number. I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs.
Well, you were one of the leading roles out.
So, did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper...
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so
Are you planning?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. Take it easy. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with...
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense that...
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up as a result. Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information.
You scratch my back and I'll...
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's, and in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people. So, who got on her case this time?
Oh, so this is what happened.
Huh? Uter, you said?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. So he's back at it.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of us?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in.
Sure.
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very...
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again...
Officer, an assault's in...
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll... Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in...
Apologies, officer. I guess you...
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for...
That's all from me.
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon!
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments.
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be...
Believe it or not, they were that bad.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take... I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. Oh, that reminds me.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the...
Have I? Well...
Don't you think you're maxed out on it?
I always pay you back in information. It's just like you said. You scratch my...
Useless!
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about...
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything. The next time you need to leave the city, call the with that sort of escort. The next time you make a delivery... I'm being serious. You know me.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily...
There's really no need. I'm just a simple...
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a... It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Well, if you...
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything...
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more...
Paimon's gonna take a...
But of course, they supply us designers. That's also why this year's fashion...
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your
Even so, I would imagine that...
Well...
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal...
All of it?
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioria branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty...
Alternatively, of course, you could just be...
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should... Ooh, what is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for...
Oh, so we get to try on...
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small...
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've already booked the models for that. If you like them, though. Feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything...
Ooh, sounds great.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler. And... I don't know.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes?
Is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left?
Yep, with the Special Patrol.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol, the way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact...
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two...
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she...
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador.
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also...
Huh. And here Paimon thought all...
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a mark... Well, would you look at the time?
Oh, yeah. Come on, look.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't...
Set them up.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles.
Whoa, there sure is a lot.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design. Anyway, over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Cancel.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans? It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancel.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she...
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on fashion.
That's true. Come.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh,
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so...
is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short, or it...
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your...
Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse? Surely the entire population of Fontaine...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more—
Please calm down, sir.
What is he...
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for having...
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here.
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with... If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand...
You...
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
All right.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the...
Got it.
Chiori...
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week.
If you say so, but...
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work...
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to...
What? No accessories? Not even...
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already...
So, no accessories means no brooch?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. all the elements that lend life and
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make...
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure you're...
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable...
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I...
Have you read the papers?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird.
So, these rumors. The Steambird?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate...
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them.
You would think that. But someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once.
Every house? That means...
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this...
What sort?
A photo of you...
Yesterday?
Ucher again.
Here. I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, the truth relying on its...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo...
Yeah, he was the one who started...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still,
But that was so long ago.
in the world of fashion, your past... They claim that most of your clientele are criminals.
The absurdity.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, try...
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider?
If I were young, but I'm no longer that brave young man. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old times.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own.
Have
you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way?
Fair enough. Then...
Understood. Take...
So,
Without the accessories,
how could they do this?
public opinion has never been about what... I should have seen it from...
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers, and Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
She was just here. Maybe she went over there? Let's go check!
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They kept up a solid front, though.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon kept...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public... It's also true that her way of dealing with things can...
this is all Tear's fault! Wait a second. You don't think
that would only make the situation worse for her?
You've got a point. What? We're back! Oh, who's this?
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact... so you've come across that article?
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after I got engaged, my fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora. He probably noticed how often I talked about...
And then?
And then, something happened to the business.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from...
Yes. When I came to... She heard me out, and then told me not to work.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
It is good. It's just... After...
what a shame.
Well, see, that wasn't... He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business.
Huh? So wait, that...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the...
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm...
Huh? Well, if it would...
I think it'd go a long way. You...
Hey, Alof!
Huh? I thought...
Well, we were...
Oh, I remember now. In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interview...
All right, sounds good.
Useless.
There you are, Chiori!
How did you know where I... Alof told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Sorry about that. I'm the only...
All right, don't mind if we...
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open.
Yeah, it's important to
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves.
Whoa, Paimon would have never.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to need, it was as if I discovered a whole new world within. My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor.
You were that misbehaved.
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just... On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling. And me... Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon...
No wonder you left Ina.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before...
Well, that's a great dream to...
After that, I came all the way to the court of fun. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I had a far more naive view of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry. Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. Who would have thought? Even as I can... Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day.
Ooh, looks like you've got your gate
back. It was never gone to begin with. I did
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that art. Charlotte's already working on an article to
I don't like duking it out in the press. But I know where Uter's clothing factory is located.
Sounds good. Well, as for Fashion Week...
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation?
But you're
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to tell you the truth. Even here in Fontaine. Thinking about all that, I just...
What did you just...
The sea. Seashells, coral.
Go.
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori! Wait, hold up!
Useless.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitwell? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! These should be enough, right? I'm up. Chiori will be...
Everything looks great. I've also...
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some...
Yes, but don't forget. We've got... Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch?
I should be able to make...
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer.
Ganyu?
A friend of ours who does way too much of... Well, anyway, sleep is important.
Well, I can't argue with you there. All this grit and determination...
What else can we help?
I suppose all there's left to do is...
You got it! Wait.
You heard me. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought. If it worked back then, why not now?
But you worked so hard.
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win. No need to be nervous. I won't, of course. If anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day... Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. Who did this? Those monsters. Slander, give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina...
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, 'cause you see...
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to
Oh, so that's...
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori...
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniform.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us...
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here.
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work?
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. When are you going to get started? I can help...
Actually...
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny?
I'm done with my interview! Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Go! Who did this? Give me names! I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature...
Not this again.
What should we do about...
Sort them by the type of fabric first.
That sounds pretty straightforward. Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the paper. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something...
Okay, so it's like...
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of...
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't...
Well, according to her, she wants to first be...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second.
Yeah!
Understood. Then we'll have faith in...
Alright, we're counting on you! Okay, then let's also do... Oh, Paimon sure hopes...
Again, then lay a hand on me.
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new...
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to...
Wow, that's cutting it real close.
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fact...
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is a...
His factory is usually open to the public. We're just curious customers after all.
Well, when you put it...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there.
Why would he open a factory?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know.
All right. Ugh.
You make a good point.
some in-the-field research?
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Uter seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please. These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Look out! There are guards here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Wrap up the flame!
Quietly now.
This place is filthy!
Look over there.
Ugh. That water...
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter?
So he was actually the one...
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here and it...
Should the clothes made here...
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading.
That's terrifying! way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because
Wait, you're practically at each...
when I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd, but with every finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to for my part. I gambled it all and devoted
You received the acclaim of all...
I don't know the exact details of what...
He's just jealous...
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control... Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe...
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Burst forth!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get out.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. 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 Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. shutdown procedure. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance. At last.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your—
The evidence on your person, you mean?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate—
Oh, but this is a legitimate—
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion—
You know what your problem is, Uter?
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to a—
Fashion is about a
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how
That's what you've been—
He realized long ago how utterly naive and—
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough. You think you understand. But you're just This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look—
You're right. But more pitiful still are cowards.
You!
Yeah, just leave this guy to us!
No, you go instead.
But
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Catch up with us soon!
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our—
Still trying to talk—
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become— If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioria brand. The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
an enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin!
The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one, not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured...
Well, how can you become renowned through all...
Now that you mention it, perhaps our...
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin Cat and the Boggle Cat.
Hair would need an alias, of course.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a sink?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite.
Huh?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori.
Well, I don't really need anything.
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international
Actually, that reminds me.
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without
Chevres, we can
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? Ugh, you nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell—
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendra, and the man responsible
All right, I won't argue with you. You can—
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much... Thanks again, Chevres.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll...
A place with a view? Ah!
Perfect. I'll be right there. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you could—
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chiori Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as—
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you. You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, there were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was—
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve—
I know for certain that was not— I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most— a single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chiori Boutique could have easily fallen.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that—
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I'm confident in the quality of my work.
Well, guess there's nothing— Should we go back and—
Oh, yes, of course. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.